Hey guys, I'm Grascal, and for our first video topic, we are going to talk about cases and their importance to the CSGO marketplace. Also, this is just going to be a strict focus on how to make money off of them for this video. I will talk about their impacts on prices and stuff like that later down the line, but for this one, I'm going to talk about how to strictly just make money off of them. So to start, cases are very minimal value in a lot of cases. But essentially, a lot of cases end up being like 3 to 4 cents, and those are standard drop rate cases. But then you also have ones like Operation Bravo, Huntsman, even Vanguard now is listed as one, but rare drop cases where they are very rarely dropped in games now. Why this matters is a standard drop case will always have a high quantity, and the supply will eventually outdo the demand. And as more cases get released, then they fall more and more behind. So it used to be really easy to guess what was going to get cut off and put as rare drop cases. Not anymore. Valve apparently decided to change it up a bit. They skipped the Phoenix case entirely. They marked out Vanguard right away because of its bad performance, I think, on the market. And they also marked off Huntsman now. So if you look at the marketplace now, Huntsman has been on a rise, and even Vanguard, even though it's only increased a cent, that's still a lot considering it's at bottom of the barrel prices. That 1 cent is a fair amount. So what ends up coming from this is, how do I make money off this? So essentially there's 2 ways you can do this. Either you buy them at the lowest price point possible and you just hold them until essentially however long you want. This can take quite some time though, and it is painful to wait and have the patience to do so, and requires a lot of inventory space. And I'm not saying you should, but if you make multiple accounts, you can store more inventory. It won't impact your gameplay, which is actually a thing. If you have more than 1,000 items in your inventory, it will impact your gameplay and performance. So what ends up happening is you need multiple accounts to manage so many items. But you can make a lot of money doing so through waiting. And it's very simple. You just have to wait. There's not a lot of trading then you also have to do. So that is one option you can take. Another option is what I do. I buy around 200 to 400 of one type of case as soon as it gets rare marked. And watching for this is kind of hard, but if you look at it every so often, you can usually catch it. And if you catch it at the right time, you can essentially not waste your inventory space. As stupid as that sounds, you don't end up wasting any inventory space for any amount of time. So you nip it right in the butt. You get let's say you buy 400 cases, your wait time's a lot shorter because you've hit it right when the quantity is going to start diminishing now. So you can use your inventory space for other stuff. But what this means is, since you bought at the lowest price point still, it works just as well. Your wait time won't be as long. Your capital isn't tied up. That's actually the most important part, is that your capital is tied up if you buy it early. So if you buy, let's say you have 3 accounts, you buy 3,000 cases for 4 cents, you have a lot of capital now tied up. And this is important because let's say a case drops and all the market's skin prices go down, you have no capital to use now. That is why I think it's so important that you always have capital available as well. So what this means is that when you hold these items for so long, you play the long con, it eventually will diminish quantity, the price will slowly rise, and down the line you sell them again. Your profit margin is extremely large because of how long you had to wait, but since you have so many of them, that it is very, very huge and super useful. What comes out of this is that cases are actually really important because they are I wouldn't say quick way, but a long-term way to make money. And if you have extra capital, I think this is the best route to take because you can buy so many of them and just sit on them. So what you can end up doing with all of this is you can make money. And that's what the whole point of this series is. So that will be the conclusion for the topic today. I will talk to you all later. Peace.